My name's Graham Butcher, and I got hold of the Bug-Free Mind books because my friend Charlie Wildish suggested them to me, I don't know, well over a year ago now. Well, he seemed to think they were a good idea, and so I downloaded the sort of the 5 chapters, read those, seemed good. Didn't actually get round to buying them immediately, but did a sort of few weeks later. Read them right through about this time last year, I think, and yeah, found them extremely interesting. And I did a few things from them, including the sort of, writing out the sort of desire plans for things I really wanted. One was that my partner and I should have a place of our own by this year, and I went back to it just recently and realised that in fact I had designed what's more or less worked out, because we have we're going to be moving into a bungalow in the town where we live next month. Okay, maybe it would still have happened without it, I don't know, but it was the plan and it seems to have come about. The other thing that sort of came out of it, or may not have come out of it, but is certainly a big step forward, is this year decided I wanted to do the Jeff Thompson masterclass. Lots of people say, I'd love to do the Jeff Thompson masterclass, but it's too much of a commitment and it's too expensive, etc. And I must admit, I looked at it about a year ago, and again, it just wasn't viable. But one of my sort of desires or intentions was to sort of try and become a better teacher. And this sort of beginning of the year, I sort of found myself in a position where I could afford to do it, and at the time, and it didn't clash with dates that were awkward or anything, so I just signed up for it. And the last session is next week or week after, and that's been extremely beneficial, and I've got a great deal out of that. Again, would have happened without the Bug-Free Mind, I don't know, but again, it's one of those sort of things that seemed impossible one year and possible the next. What I'm hoping to get out of in the future, well, I teach Starve, which is a rather unusual thing. Been working on that sort of 20 years now, and it's been a slow process of getting people interested, but it does seem to be sort of gaining momentum now. And one of the things I asked for again was to be successful at teaching that. If you want to know what it is, then I'm hoping Andy would have put the email address or web address, my web address on the on this talk, so you'll be able to click on that and have a look. Also like to say thanks to Charlie for getting me onto this, because yeah, he was right. It's been beneficial, and in fact he's done a talk as well on this. You can find him, Charlie Wildish, and while you're about it, why not check out his website? It's really interesting. So yeah, Andy, you've got the right idea about stuff, and I do recommend giving it a go. Again, like lots of other people, I've looked at loads of self-help stuff over the years. It's all got something valuable to offer. I'm not saying Andy's the only one who's got the right idea, but he's certainly touching on something very important, which is this key thing about getting the mind right, and then everything else more or less follows. So he's got this real gift for getting it down to the absolute basic essentials, which is a very rare gift, and they're well written, they're amusing, but they will get you right to the point. Up to you what you do with it after that. Though, in fact, I would also say is that you've got to be a bit careful, because you can actually end up creating situations that you didn't really expect to, and that can get a bit unnerving as well. I won't go into details on that, but there's been a couple of things over the last year where things have actually turned out to be so much easier than I thought they would be, that it's given me a bit of a shock. So if you do start this process, bear that in mind. You will get results, and you're going to have to deal with the consequences of those results. So be careful what you wish for, as they say, because that's really what it's about. It's about working out what you really, really desire in life, and then having a process for actually bringing that